Hey guys, welcome to my studio. I'm going to be showing you guys how I made Andromeda, and I'm going to show you guys the studio gear that I work with. Alright, so let's get to it. This is my studio right here. This is the workstation where all the music gets done. The first pretty much important piece of gear are studio speakers. I used to work with the PA speakers, and you're not really supposed to make music with those just because you can't really hear the high ends, the low ends, the mids. So studio speakers, you got to have those to make music. All the sound gets pushed through a sound card, which this was the one that I used, and then through the computer. Your standard iMac is the one that I go to. I work with Logic Pro, which is the software, and this is what Andromeda looks like. Then the next piece of gear that is really important too is a piano, and this is Arturia Keylab 49. It's like a synthesizer. You can play with all these knobs and everything. It has like pads and everything for you to make different types of sounds with different types of synths. We got a studio mic over here to record vocals. I'm not using it right now to record any vocals though, but I do use it for singers or podcasts or class projects. Then the next thing is the Novation Launchpad, and we use this live. You pretty much put samples and you play around with them. And then for traveling, we have a little mini keyboard, and it's very useful as well. As long as the DJ gear goes, we pretty much I work with Pioneer, which is an industry standard, the CDJ 2000s. I have two of these things and then connected to a MIDI controller, which I use the mixer, which is pretty much this. But for gigs, I use this mixer and use the iMac, and that's what I do on my DJ gigs, especially for open format gigs. But other than that, I like to use USBs. So you just bring your music on a USB, plug it to these things, and you don't even need a computer. And then I got my standard Pioneer headphones. Alright, so that's the studio, and I'm going to show you guys how I made Andromeda. Alright, so now I'm going to show you guys how I made Andromeda. First off, we're going to start off with the percussion. So we got a kick. This is our kick. It's important to have a real good kick. A good kick means a good song. We had some hi-hats. It's like a little click. A snare. All together. The next part of the song that is very important to have is a bass layer of synths. And this is the sound that I have that goes like this. And you can hear it playing. Then the other one is a pad, which is just like an airy voice. It gives it like a bed. So this is the start of the song. Part that you guys hear is from a pluck of a guitar, which is this one. And that plays out here. So all together. The final part of the song is this melody right here, and it starts by going, we have it low right now, but this plays out. That comes in at the end with everything. thank you guys so much for joining me in the way I've made Andromeda. I'm going to leave you guys with a preview of another track that I'm working on, and I'm going to leave you guys at the end with me playing it out in a gig that I did this weekend. So thank you guys. Alright, so this is a track that I'm working on right now, and I got to test it out last week.